because you lost that to make room for something else bigger that's going to come. You lost that to learn a lesson. You lost that. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the Becoming Herrss channel. My name is Kayla. I feel like sometimes life will try to convince you to settle for what is realistic, but I do not believe in being realistic when it comes to the very things I want in life. I believe in moving with faith so strong that it feels unshakable. To me, it's not about competing with anybody else or watching what is going on in whose lane. It's about staying in your own lane. The way I see it is like everybody has their own lane they need to stay in. And what's for you will always be for you in that lane. But sometimes people see what's happening for you in life and they try to drift over in that lane. But that lane was never meant for them in the first place. What's for you will always be for you in your own space, in your own lane. But I feel like because so many people get caught up on what blessings other people are getting, what's happening for someone else, what is being given to someone else, they try to drift over and try to make that for them, but it's just like, it's not your lane. It's not for you. If it was for you, it would have been in your lane. But now you're in my lane trying to steal what I have. Life is about staying in your own lane. Rooting and knowing that what's meant for you will never miss you, and what's not meant for you will never, ever in life find you. That's something I live by. When I write my affirmations, I always write, what's for me will always find me, and what's not for me will never even grace my eyesight. This is what it means to believe in yourself, regardless of what the world says or regardless of what situation you're in. It's about carrying an unshakable belief, an unshakable knowing that the things in life that you truly want, the things that you truly desire will always and forever be yours or will be yours. Even the things people call realistic, even the dreams other people have talked themselves out of, they become yours because faith doesn't need permission to move. And in my lane, I am the best. I am the only motherfucker in the lane. I am the best. Not because I'm comparing myself, not because I'm swerving to anyone else's path, but because Spirit placed me here with a purpose that no one else can fulfill. My car doesn't need to drive in anyone else's lane. My lane is mine, and I am the best in my lane. Even if I'm not good at something today, I'll get better tomorrow. I'll learn, I'll grow, and I'll become. That's the beauty of walking with faith in alignment. It transforms you along the way. Believing in yourself isn't delusional. It's not denial. It's faith. It's divine alignment. It's the agreement you make with your spirit that you will not shrink yourself down into what is considered realistic. You will expand into what's already written for you. I feel like I see a lot of people, with dreams and goals who never really want to big up on themselves or go after it fully because they feel like, I'm not the best, or I'm not that good, or this may not happen for me. But remember, I always say words are like spells. The words you speak over yourself will manifest into your real life. So when you sit there and say, oh, well, I'm not the best, I'm not going to get this, this will never happen for me, you are speaking that over yourself. I always try to speak the best things over me. I always try to say the most positive things over me. Even sometimes when life is like, bitch, not about to happen right now, I'm still gonna speak the shit over me because it's just like, regardless of where I'm at right now, I know that is just where I'm at right now. My car is consistently driving on this highway in my own lane. I'm going to get somewhere else. I'm going to get to point A to point B to point C, D, E, F, G. And that's just for me. And I am rhyming. But I feel like people get caught up in like being realistic. And I know some things in life, people like, you got to be realistic about. And it's understandable. That's how people belief system work. That's how their mind is set up. But for me, I don't think being realistic comes into play when it comes to my goals and the things I want out of life. Now, I'm not telling people to just be delusional and crazy over people. You guys do be stalkers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be relentless when it comes down to your goal. You want a car, you want this certain career, you want this certain rich job, and it seems so unrealistic. You got to be relentless with it. You got to believe like, hey, regardless of what everybody say, people don't believe in me, you got to believe in yourself. Regardless if you don't even have all the tools to get to that point, you will get those tools. Believe it or not, God is always working in your favor. The universe is always working in your favor. So anytime you lose something, that's not a loss in life. That is a blessing in disguise, because you lost that to make room for something else bigger that's going to come. You lost that to learn a lesson. You lost that to grow, to evolve. So anytime anything bad happens in my life, anything unfavorable, shit that I've been through, I don't look at it as if, let me be realistic about life, or I will never be successful, or I'll never have these things. I feel like that is just a moment in life. God is either removing it to give me something better, or it's being removed to learn a lesson. Either or. But yeah, that's just my TED talk for today. I feel like a lot of people are just stuck into like a life that they don't truly want, by being realistic and just going after like the realistic things that you should just do, or what your family feel like you should just do. But they'll have like these big ass dreams and be like, well, that dream is so unrealistic, I can never get there. But you can. Who told you you can't? You told you you can't. So because you said you can't, you won't get there, because you are the creator of your own reality. Your thoughts manifest into your real world. So when you sit there and you say, oh, I can't get to this point, you limit yourself to getting to that point. I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's something that I truly want and I don't have all the tools necessary to get it, I'll make sure I learn, I grow. But if I want it, I'm going to get it, even if it seems unrealistic. I'm going to have it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and watch next week's video.